Hey guys. So I've been seeing, don't mind the mess in the background. This is completely normal. This is how my apartment is. I have two kids and, it's very busy. But I wanted to record a little something. I know the trend probably is past, but I did write something. And I'm kind of going to do this a different style of just me reading it, but reading some of my thoughts about this trend. Um, and showing it to you guys. So I'm gonna post it on TikTok. So if you want to go check that out first, that video first, and then come back and watch this one, it'll make a little more sense. But basically, right now, I've been seeing this trending audio where it's a song from Abba, which is also from Mamma Mia, because all the music in Mamma Mia is Abba music, if you didn't know that. And here's a fun fact about me is that I have loved Mamma Mia my entire life, basically, ever since I was old enough to watch it. Probably not old enough to watch it. I don't know. I was really young. I don't even know what year it came out in or anything, but I'm pretty sure I watched it like very at a very young age. I've always loved musicals and everything, but I would say like majority of my life I've watched it over and over. And it was my favorite movie of all time. I loved musicals growing up, but that one I just always go back to, and I still go back to it now. I still watch it. Like I watched the first one and I watched the second one the other day. Um, but the first one will always hold a special place in my heart, especially because I was raised by a single mother. So I always used to watch that. And low key, I don't know if anyone else is out there, but didn't. I don't really have the greatest relationship with my father, but that is a story for another day. Um, so I always thought it was a great show. I'm going to be spoiler alert if you've never seen it, but basically the premise is Sophie, the daughter of the mom. She doesn't know who her dads are, but her mom kept this diary type of thing, and there are three potential fathers. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to spoil it too much. Go check it out if you want to watch it. Oh, sorry, my mic died. I thought I charged them, but it doesn't look like it worked. So hopefully this one stays. As long as it's green there, we're good. I'm going to make it super quick because I charged them, but I guess it didn't work the other day. So long story short, I don't know where I was going with my rant, but um, yeah. So the premise of the show is that, and I always thought it was cool and interesting, because I was like, I always wish that I sometimes didn't know who my dad was, and that it would just be someone random. But anyways, long story short, it was just a show that I really connected with as a kid, and I still like love it and resonate with it as a grown woman and adult. So I'm just gonna read what I wrote about it. But there's the song, um, and it's the song when the mom is talking to one of the dads, one of her exes. Um, Long story short, but it's the ABBA version, and it's just like the winner takes it all is like kind of the song premise. Anyways, I will on the trend. So the trend right now is that people do like a version of them in a toxic relationship and then them in a healthy relationship in present day, which my twist is going to be basically about before learning my self-worth and now realizing my self-worth, because back then I didn't realize my self-worth. So here's what I wrote, and here are some of my thoughts. And sometimes I find it easier writing them down and then vocalizing my thoughts. So here we go. It's been a long road to get to where I am today, and some days I wish I could have changed things, but if I had, I might not be where I am today. In a life that I only dreamed about. I never knew that I could be loved by another, let alone one's inner love for oneself. I wasn't shown how to love myself. I was taught how to be strong and stand against any storm on my own, to protect, support, and care for those you love, but never just loving yourself and how to provide yourself with some self care and compassion you show others. The closest people to me say that I'm the hardest on myself, way too hard on myself. And my thought was, but don't we all hold ourselves to a high standard in hopes of success? I'm learning about myself as everyone is learning about themselves. The first version of you, the first version you see in this picture is when I was still a teenager struggling with who she was. I couldn't see myself in anyone around me. I couldn't see any mutual interest or insight into anything. I struggled for a long time being okay with who I am or who I wanted to be. You could say it was because of how I was raised by a single mother and an absent father. But the truth is, no one said to me that you need to take some self care, sit in the uncomfortable moments. That's what helps you grow. Learn your passion, go out, seek adventure, and say yes to things you're scared of and your inner quirks that people will judge you for. The inner quirks that people judge you for, like, are perfect for the person you want to become. You will find your people, circle, friends, family, and so much more than you could have ever dreamed of. That girl didn't know what the universe had in store for her. She was so consumed by how everyone viewed her that if she didn't do what she was told, they would leave. If she spoke up, she would be left alone. She feared her own mind. It would spiral out of control from high highs to low lows. She couldn't figure out what voice to listen to her guide. She forgot the most important voice, her own voice. She only listened to those around her, who she was not her about who she was, not herself, not who she was truly how, not who she was truly meant to be. Now, the second photo is present day. I have my own voice. I let my inner voice guide me. I don't have so many people telling me how to be or act. I can simply choose the path I want and carve it out. I can relax without feeling that I'm on eggshells. It started slowly in college, then it rapidly progressed. The more I walked the path of doing things for myself or out of my choice, or doing things that brought me out of my comfort zone, going on dates, making new friends, and talking to strangers that have walked different paths than I have. Talking, taking all that in and looking at someone else's point of view and having a mutual understanding of each other's path in life, that we are all here to learn and grow into the amazing people we all will be in time by accepting ourselves for the way that we are created to be, by being our true authentic self, by seeing the beauty in others that see the beauty within us through their eyes. There are 5 moments that made me recognize that self-love. The first, when my mom held me in her arms when I needed comfort. The second, when I walked my path to self-discovery and continue to do. When I found my person. And both times when I had my babies. Feeling the energy of how loved you are by others motivated me to find that love within myself, to become and continue to grow into the amazing person I am meant to be. I hope to help others find themselves throughout their journey, whether that be through conversation or sitting in silence next to one another. And that's kind of like some of my thoughts that I wrote down. Um, about um about the trending sound going around. I think it's important that we can all help one another find that self-love that we're missing within ourselves, because sometimes we all do struggle to see the worth that we have within ourselves. And I really believe that if we can all do that, like, we're all going to do amazing in life. Even on those hard days that it's hard to find it, having those people that guide you to that self-loving part of yourself and showing you how you deserve to be loved and deserve to be treated, and also seeing that within yourself that, hey, maybe what if I do that for myself? Like, as simple as going out in public and window shopping if you can't afford anything right now. I used to do that with my mom, or going out to have a water gun fight or a balloon fight or going swimming. I used to do that too with my family and my friends. We all used to go to the beach and just hang out. And that's something free in life to do, just finding the simple joys, and finding that love, or just going to the beach by yourself and just looking at the water. For me, I find that really grounding, is just looking at the water and the view of the sunset and how the sun sits on the water, and listening to the ripples and listening to the people chatter and talk around and engage with one another. I think that's like beautiful. Like, just seeing the different beautiful pieces that everyone has around you and brings to the table, even if you don't know them, even if they're strangers walking by you, that they can enjoy the simple beauty of life as the same as you can, and you all feel the same in that moment about the beauties in life, no matter how chaotic everyone's day or week was. You all are sitting together on that beach in that moment, just enjoying that peace. That's how I view it, anyways. Anyone can view it differently, right? Um, but I guess that's my thing. And that is all I have to say about that. And I hope you guys enjoyed me just talking and kind of reading off some of what I felt and about that. And yeah, I look forward to making more content for you guys. And sometimes it'll be like this, that I write something out and I just want to say it, because sometimes it's easier to get my thoughts all written down and me just reading it that way and reflecting on it and speaking after about my thoughts. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.